Hello everyone, welcome to Guru Dakshina. I'm Suresh. Today we are going to discuss about call once function, which is declared in mutex header and which is a very useful function. This will make sure that certain functions that can be, or certain initialization can be done only once. In such scenario we can use call once function. That means suppose we are having multiple threads that is executing a same path of execution in which we need to execute certain initialization only once. After that, the remaining part of the code need to be executed, but that particular code only to be executed once. In such scenario, we can go for call once method, and which is very lightweight. It will check a particular flag, once flag. Once it is executed, the flag will be flag value will be changed. After that, it will not be executed. So this will make sure that the code is lightweight as well as it can be used for initialization. So let's get into the coding part. The call once basically is a part of mutex header, as I said earlier, and it is the part of a template, standard library, part of the standard namespace. So we need to make use of the yesterday namespace. Yes, let's implement call once. How we can use call once. Okay, with a simple example we'll get started. Suppose I have a function called function, or let us make it fun1, and this has certain implementation, and if I wanted to execute this fun1 only once for certain operation, then I can go for a call once function call underscore once, and then I need to pass a flag. Okay, and then I can use a callable object. It can be a function pointer or a lambda or any callable object, and we can have any parameter that we need to pass. That also can be passed if it is required. Now we need to have the once flag declared. The once flag is nothing but the flag as we declared here. So now there is no error for the flag, and we need to put a semicolon, right? So in this function I am going to do a simple operation, just cout, and I am planning to print it. So in this I am mentioning that inside fun1, right? So this is what I am calling here. So let us compile and execute this, right? So call once I'm executing, so it is printing that fun1 is called. Assume that we are making another call once, call maybe 2 3 4. Yeah, what will happen, right? So it will show that only once it is called. That why it is changed, because this flag is already set and no further call will initiate that particular any further call to that callable object. Right now, the actual application of how this will happen in the case of multi-threaded environment, or in the case of a singleton creation where instance of that object should be created only once. We will try such a simple case here, right? So suppose we are having an integer pointer int ptr, okay, and this is assigned to null ptr here. Okay, so normally what we will do, if when it is null we wanted to create an integer, right, or allocate memory for the integer. So in such scenario what we will do, we will be writing int ptr, right? So int ptr is equal to new int of 10, for example, right? So this need to be executed only when it is null, right? So what we will do, if int ptr equal to null ptr, if that is the case, execute this, right? Else, no matter what, execute the remaining part. Yeah, you can think that this is some kind of operation, fun operation, right? Now a set of operations after this, right? Operations. So this is the case, right? This is a normal case. Yeah, this itself we can do with the help of this itself we can do with the help of callbacks. Right here, if I do fun1 function call, it will basically create object Okay, so create the integer object once, right? So now let us see out integer. Okay, so here I am saying integer object is created. Integer object created in memory. Memory and initialized. Okay, so I'm temporarily doing this. Yeah, so now fun1, yeah, everything is fine, right? Why this is there? Okay, so right, we need a semicolon, right? So let's compile and run it, right? So in memory it is created and it is printed out, right? So let us make two function call here. Now what happened? Even though we made two function call, okay, what is happened is that integer created will be happen only once. Suppose we wanted to do this by using call once flag, right? Then how we can do it? Yeah, there are two ways to do it. Okay, one way is that we can have a function called, suppose we have a function called init for example. In the init what I will do is I will take this part x and I'll say that this integer is created, so that we'll get to know that how many times it is called, right? Yeah, so we can avoid all this entire thing, right? So when we are making the very first time when we are calling, we wanted this to be called, right? This initialization need to be happen, right? So with the help of call underscore once, and we have our flag comma the init, the function pointer you have to call, make it pass it, right? So then if you put the semicolon, let's compare it, the same thing whatever output we got earlier, right? Only once integer is created, same thing we can see as a part of this case as well, so that we can compare both. See, integer object is created, then inside function one operations, right? So function one operations keep happening, but initialization will happen only once. Suppose you wanted to do with the help of lambdas, I'll show you that also. So lambda function declaration and lambda body. In the lambda body, what I wanted to give is the same thing, right? So pass this here in the lambda function body, right? Save it. You can compile this. You'll be able to achieve the same thing, right? So if you have any question or confusion here, please let me know, so that I will be able to record one more video for you guys and make you help to use call once flag and lambda functions. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.